Welcome back. I'm Holly, and this is Living Intentionally. Today's episode, reflecting on being a grown-up. Here I sit at 58 years old. Does that sound old or young? I guess that depends on where you're currently sitting. But I have a journey to share with you, my journey to adulthood. And I didn't really feel like an adult till I was 51 years old. Of course, at 51, I did things as an adult. I lived as an adult. I'd gone to college, I got married, I had children, I held a position as a teacher, I paid bills, etc. But I wasn't an adult. I didn't know what it was like to be a grown-up until I was 51. At 51, I became a widow. On a beautiful August day, as we prepared for my father-in-law's birthday, my husband collapsed and died that night from an aortic aneurysm. My life was completely derailed. I never felt such sadness, such pain, such a sense of complete emptiness. Our daughter had just graduated from college that May, and our son had graduated from college 2 years earlier. We felt such joy, such happiness as we celebrated their accomplishments. But then, life was completely different than we planned. I had planned to spend many years with my husband, and now I was alone. I think that was just the first glimmer of living intentionally. How could I live this way? Had I taken the last 30 years for granted? I needed to do some soul searching. I needed to regroup. But first, I needed to grieve, and my grief emptied me. The journey to get where I am now has taken me almost 7 years. And along the way, I pushed myself to live this intentional life. Every task that I had to do at that time overwhelmed me. Looking at credit card statements, managing the mortgage, taking care of the house and the lawn, all those tasks that adults do. I didn't want to do them. I didn't want to do them alone. How could I be 51 and still feel unable to do adult things? I guess I was really scared that I would mess stuff up. Maybe you feel lost or overwhelmed or scared. Maybe you're worried about making the wrong decisions. This is part of the journey to reach out to the greater world, to create a community of people who want to live intentionally. You don't have to be grieving to feel overwhelmed, lost, scared, or anxious. I hope that you have some comfort knowing that there are many people out there that feel these things as well. You don't go around grief or pain or fear. You have to go through it. I cried so hard, my throat hurt, my back hurt, my eyes burned. But through those cries, I gained strength. Through those cries, I found myself. And I heard my husband's voice telling me, "You're strong. You can do hard things. And there's another chapter out there for you to live." I have many friends and family that have helped me and still help me on this journey, but the best of them gave me a little space. They gave me space to be sad and mad. They didn't ask me how I was doing. They asked me to go for a walk, go to lunch, watch a movie. Because part of the journey through grief is making sure that you are still living, because you are alive. And this big, beautiful life is meant to be lived. So as I realize how to be an adult after 51 years, I'm trying to live my life intentionally and trying to push out all that unnecessary stuff. I'm actually still learning, of course. And one of the reasons I wanted to start this new project of living intentionally. Until I lost my husband, I thought, 50, all the difficult parts of my life were behind me. But you only have to look to your left, look to your right, talk to your family and friends, turn on the news, and know that life is difficult. Life is messy. And no one gets through this life without going through difficult times. So how do you tackle your bumps and derailments and pain and grief and madness and sadness? By living intentionally, by trying to declutter your world and your mind and be intentional in your thoughts and your actions. I hope you take small steps every day towards happiness and kindness and acceptance and patience. Put in the comments all the ways that you live your life intentionally even during the messy parts. Tell me about your journey. If you're going through grief, everybody's grief journey is different. It's as unique as each person is unique. And regardless if you're going through grief currently, everyone experiences grief. And to some extent, that grief is always with you. So if you've lost somebody recently or in the past, live your life intentionally. Honor them. Think of wonderful memories that you shared and live your life big and full and beautiful. I'm sure that there'll be other episodes about grief or pain or sadness, but that's all for now. I hope that you are a little lighter. I hope you have a smile on your face. And until we meet again, live your life intentionally with peace in your heart and reach for joy. Until next time.